What is up, guys? Petrified here. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys my competitive search and destroy classes, the classes I use in every single game that I do play in competitive search and destroy. And basically, the class that you're looking at right now is called King, because this is my main class I use for all my search and destroy matches mainly. And all these other classes is just to counter other people if they're playing very differently, if they're playing weird or anything like that. And if I ever feel like using MA, I will use that. But in today's video, I'm going to be explaining just a little bit of why I use certain things on certain classes, and I will be explaining to you guys my class setups overall and why I use them. So the first class is called King, and this is, like I said, this is my main class I use for almost everything, for all my clutches and everything like that. But the reason why I have this certain class setup and it's also called King is because it's mainly Optic Scumpy's class setup that he uses almost every single search and destroy match, and even in competitive hardpoint, anything like that, but he changed the perks up a little bit. But my class is very similar to his. This is the only class I run the diamond camo on because it's the only one that I think looks pretty nice on it. But I use quick draw, grip, and stock. Now everybody's like, why are you using stock on your submachine guns? It's because if you look at it here, long barrel does a little bit of boost in the range, right? And stock does an insane amount in accuracy. Now if you kind of think about it a little bit, accuracy, range, 2 range, freaking 6 accuracy, definitely go with the 6 accuracy. Obviously it's bumped up a little bit from the grip, but no matter what, you put grip on your submachine guns, so it's gonna be 6 accuracy overall, and it's very worth using because hip firing is a lot better, and also it just seems like it has less recoil when you do use stock other than long barrel. Long barrel just increases your range, obviously. So those are the attachments that I do use on my submachine gun. Now for the perks, I use Blast Suppressor and Dead Silence. These are very obvious perks that you mainly put on every single one of your search and destroy classes. It's like the first 2 things that you would put on a search and destroy class. Reason why you use Blast Suppressor so you're not jumping around the map and being seen on the mini-map, because you don't want your enemies knowing where you're going, where you're jumping around the map, because it's very bad if you're telling them where you're going to which bomb site if you're jumping. And also Dead Silence so you're not being sound hoarded by other people that do have good headsets in the game. It can hear your footsteps. And also fast hands so you can aim in a lot faster, and also switch weapons a lot faster, because if you guys don't know about the speed slide or whatever they call it now, I just still call it the G slide. But basically what you do is you press triangle, circle, and triangle, and you need to switch your guns fast in order to do that. And also I just use this so I can aim in a lot faster and get the advantage over other people that aren't using it or maybe don't have quick draw, and that gives me a big advantage. Now for Afterburner, it's really important for this for me because I like to move very quick around the map and also rush people, and this helps me jump around the map, maybe escape gunfights, or even help me get to places faster so that I can get a big time on the other enemies that I'm trying to beat them to, and Afterburner is really important for that, especially for my submachine gun class. Now moving on to my M8 class, this is like something I like to use a lot in on the maps Infection, Stronghold, things like that. This is the class that I mainly go to for maps like that, and also whenever I do feel like rushing, I do use my King class. But basically, reason why I'm not using ELO, I know I see a lot of people using the ELO, it's because I feel like I move a lot faster with the ELO, and it kind of throws me off, and my sensitivity feels faster with the ELO. I think it's just because it doesn't have that full reflex thing around it, I don't know, but I feel a difference when I do use ELO, so that's why I do go with reflex. I used to use ELO all the time, but I seen a big improvement when I did switch over to the reflex, so I definitely recommend you guys trying the reflex out if you guys haven't yet. But everybody has different preferences, and some people like different things, so you guys can try out both and see what you guys do better with. I do better with the reflex sight, so that's why I use it. Now I use quick draw. That's obvious why I use quick draw. I already explained it on my submachine gun, and I also use stock. I also explained that on my submachine gun, but the reason why I use it on the M8 is because I want to strafe side to side faster while I'm trying to shoot at people. It's a big advantage that you use against a lot of people, and it's like the main thing that everybody puts on assault rifles is stock. It's not as good as it used to be in Black Ops 2, unfortunately, but it is still definitely worth it in Black Ops 3 to use, even though you don't really move as fast as you used to. I do put a pistol on this so that if I ever run out of ammo or if I need to go in close quarters combat, I pull out this RK5 and I just completely melt people, because this thing is a melt machine. It's insane. It's usually a 1 to 2 burst up close, It's pretty insane how fast it kills people. Obviously, you guys can see my camo that I do use on my other guns. I cannot play without this camo. I cannot. I just have to have this camo on my guns or else I can't play. I don't know. And then I do use Blast Suppressor and Dead Silence again, fast stand, so I can aim in faster, switch weapons faster. Obviously, that is a big advantage when you do have a secondary. And also Flak Jacket. Flak Jacket is very big to have on your assault rifle classes, so you're not getting naded from your hold-up spots where you're head glitching behind stuff, things like that. It's very important to have Flak so you aren't getting naded off your head glitches. Now for the next class, it is the Man of War, and I named it the Melt of War because this thing, it's insane. And I also did of instead of O, but yeah, I just named it this because it's insane how good this gun is. It's insane. It 3 bullets everything. I do use ELO on this gun because I feel like it needs to move faster. When you aim down sights with this, you need to move faster, so the ELO sight does help me with that. But the ELO sight on it makes it feel like I have more recoil, so I think I might change that to a reflex, but it also takes up a lot of my screen, so I don't know what I'm going to do with that. It's basically the same exact class setup I had with the M8, but instead I have Afterburner because I like to get a little bit reckless with the Man of War because it's insane how fast it melts. I have the same class setup for my RK5, and it's the same perks except for Afterburner because I do like to move around the map faster with the Man of War because I want to beat people to certain places to actually kill them a little bit faster. Definitely one of my favorite assault rifles to use whenever I do decide to use it, but I usually don't often just because not everybody uses it, and I like to be like the mainstream people, I guess, and use the M8 and the VMP. And the final 2 classes are basically the same thing. I just changed up 1 perk, and this is when I get angry at other people. Maybe they're stunning me and I feel like just stunning them back, or maybe I just can't do anything against them. I just need a little advantage over them, so I throw stuns at them, and it also gets people really, really mad in this game because not everybody likes to use these 2 perks right here. These 2 perks are like the main perks that you first put on your class right here: Dead Silence and Blast Suppressor. Now, Dead Silence is what you would take off to actually put Tac Mask on, so not too many people do it. If you guys do have stuns on your classes, this is a big advantage for you because not everybody has Tac Mask on their class, 5 classes that they do have on their game. So if you have a stun class, that is very important to have one. If you don't have one, put one on right now. I recommend putting the one I have on right now. Make a flak one and also a afterburner one so that you can get around the map quicker. But these are the last 2 classes. I use these flashbangs because it completely blinds you. You can't see anything for a good 5 seconds or so. And it's pretty insane how good these flashbangs are. And I use quick draw and grip. It's a very obvious setup. I don't put stock on this because it takes up too much. It takes up 2 more slots just to put stock on it, and I use those 2 slots to put 2 flashbangs on. But you guys can switch up this class any way you guys want. You guys can try out different things. And basically that's my class setups that I use on a daily basis on all my search and destroy games. And maybe this will help you guys improve in search and destroy, maybe not. It all depends. And also these are definitely like the best class setups to use. I see lots of pros using these class setups, and it's like basically an all-around thing that everybody uses. There's nothing really different about it. Everybody uses the VMP, everybody uses the M8, everybody rarely uses the Melt of War, you know. But anyways, if you guys did enjoy this video, if I did help you guys in any way, please like, comment, subscribe. Till you later in the next video. Peace out. And all time.